Hello. Good evening. We gonna do this? So let's prepare for an epic battle. Need potions? Oh, we need potions. We totally need potions. We need all the potions.
More of your playthings.
That's it, both. Ah, far away. Not too far away. Perfect. Wrong button. Sometimes it's gonna be a gauntlet with those. Little Eddies! Oh, thanks. That was for some reason fast. Faster than I would have thought it would be.
All right. I heard you the first time.
It reminds me so much of the Gerudo fight.
I'm not here to hurt you, Wallius!
But I will if I have to.
Fuck. That was too close. Enough!
They are not gonna hurt me, right?
Come on then. No more hiding.
Drum, 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 drum.
Wallius!
Alright, Leviathan. How are we gonna fight him?
This isn't what I wanted! I only hope you can forgive me.
He's got pretty good at that. Alright. I can fight. I can fight. No, they can fight. There are no two icons. Only icons.
Let go of me!
Now we're gonna fight that. Ouch, that must hurt.
That's right. Take it out on me.
That's gonna probably takes a few times, maybe. That'll probably take a few times. Oh, I forgot movement. Oh no, how I dodged that. I was way better in the icon fights than when I remembered how to play. Okay. Bad news? Oh, walking on water.
What is this? Calm before the storm.
Magic water. Oh, can I move normal movements?
I will not give up on you!
Will not give up on you, growl. Still not good. Still hit me. Oh, no, 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 no. That's what did damage, right? I should have jumped. Or not jumped, I should have dodged. Jumped. Or both. Another phase. At least not in the void thingy again. Or the void.
Tired, Leviathan.
Doesn't look tired. Looks angry.
Stop this! for long enough!
Hey. At this rate, I'm gonna go down. Sucks. I am dead. Just down.
No, the village.
I mean, of course, but it's... How did I... should I have gotten that better?
Stop this! I'm not here to play! I said, stop!
That was way better. I think it's going way better, right?
I warned you.
God damn it. That's way more epic music for a battle of that proportions. That must have been slow. Not again! All right. Keep bolts. Holy crap, that was bad. Bolt spray. That guy just does brutal damage. Eh. He just hits you once, it's almost over.
Well, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
Was I supposed to run? Don't know how I got never hit the first time around. Good hit, good hit, good hit. Probably good hit. Very good hit. Okay. That was way better and way faster.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Garuda will be proud.
Hey! It got windy.
Wallius! Wallius!
How long can you keep this up?
Hopefully not for too long. Hit. Oh my god. Daggers. Again. Oh, it's not going to be enough for one attack, right? This is gonna be horrible. I'll do that again.
Not this time. If that's what you want.
Why not earlier?
You've had your fun, Leviathan. It's time you went back to sleep!
You know he's fighting that attack basically on a baby. Awesome. That fight was hard. Because Leviathan hit like a truck. Oh, the shard. Nice. Where's the baby?
Now that was quite a tantrum.
Clive, where is he?
You were fast.
Well, yes. He's adorable.
He is now. But did you see him a few moments ago?
Clive, I don't know how to thank you.
It's all right. We should find him a dry blanket, though. Wouldn't want the little monster catching a cold.
Okay, Clive, that's enough.
There. He's finally asleep.
The poor thing had a long day.
That makes two of us. So, what happens now?
Good question.
Now? Now, we make things right.
How?
By providing Walyas what he was denied. A place to learn and grow. A family to love and protect him. So that one day, when the wounds in his heart and mind have finally healed, he might decide for himself how he'd like to live the rest of his life. But until then, I'll stay by his side, come what may.
Then he's a lucky boy. And not only because he'll have the best warrior this side of the belt to teach him the battle axe.
She'll do her best.
Shula. The beast that threatened your home is tamed. The empire that threatened your people toppled. Might it not be time to cast off your ancestors' glamour and retake your place in the Twins?
Perhaps. It's not as if we have the crystals to maintain the wall much longer. But are we truly safe? Is the world truly ready to accept us for who we are and what we believe? If I remember rightly, you and yours still choose to remain hidden, do you not?
We do.
Well, your people will always be welcome in Haven, regardless.
As will yours in the hideaway. We're allies now. If there's anything you need from us, supplies, food, equipment, do not hesitate to ask.
Like we
It's
have
kind
anything
of
to
you
spare.
offer. But we'll manage, just as we always have. Besides, I suspect you'll be needing everything at your disposal if you're going to save the world.
I fear much of it is past saving. The best we can do is strive to turn what's left into a world where we can all live as equals.
A noble endeavor. And there'll be a place in this world for us, will there? For Walyas.
For everyone. I swear it.
Then we shall be waiting. Until the tides bear you back to shore.
Still don't get that. Oh, that was short. Let's play in Clef's Chambers. Give it for kill. Nah.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Well, yes. Only time will tell. But I can certainly think of worse places to spend one's childhood. The Moats of Water are a fine people, and they will take good care of him.
Up by the Vare, Ultima spoke to me. He called Leviathan his most profaned fragment, and told me to redeem the sins that had laid him low.
Is that so? The sins of Walyas's ancestors were grave indeed. To force him to prime at so tender an age.
And to freeze him in time, that he might never know what it was to live.
Yet I doubt either of those crimes was the source of Ultima's displeasure. It was that the Icon's power had been put to another purpose than the one he intended. To him, Leviathan must have seemed an aberration.
Could that be why Ultima made no attempt to lead me to him? The fear that this profaned fragment might corrupt his vessel somehow.
Yeah, well.
Perhaps. Or perhaps he simply deemed Leviathan surplus to requirements, having concluded that his vessel might be made to serve his purposes without the full sum of his power.
His purposes. There's no escaping them. Even here. Hidden away in Mysidia, the blessing of the crystals proved nothing but a prison. A prison into which Wallius was born, and from which freedom is hard won. If the world doesn't change, if we don't change it, he'll end up suffering the same fate as every dominant who came before him.
Then we
Well,
must
true.
change it.
That we must.
And we shall.
Then the light leads from the stone, beckoning Clive to enter. What new challenges await him with Ultima's ritual proving grounds? New quest. A lot of new quests. Anywhere else? Any new quest? No. Oh man. Okay. Let's accept the quest. Where's Torgal?
You wouldn't happen to have some time on your hands, would you, Clive? Only I was wondering if you might help me with something else.
Don't tell me. Another unruly dominant.
Not quite, but a dangerous foe nonetheless. It promises to be quite a hunt. Care to join me?
Why the heck not?
All right. Tell me about our quarry.
A fiendish, cold-blooded beast known as a Givra. Normally, we leave such animals well alone, and for good reason. But I have an even better reason to want its tongue.
Its tongue.
If you'll permit me, tributary, I can explain.
Certainly,
Okay.
Camilla.
It's been over a week since me sister gave birth to her first child, yet she still isn't back on her feet. We've tried everything to restore her spirits. Physics and nostrums, the laying on of hands and of leeches, but all to no avail.
Leeches.
The healers tell me there's only one hope left. A broth as potent as its ingredients are perilous to procure.
It isn't only Yamila's sister who stands to benefit from this, by the way. There's her baby to think of. And Wallius, too. She'd agreed to be his wet nurse, you see.
I'd be glad to help.
Thank you. Our hunters have no shortage of skill, but this task calls for more than that. And it won't be achieved through weight of numbers either. The Givra is as wary a foe as it is a deadly one. 2 hunters might catch it unawares, but any more than that, and it would pick up our scent a league away.
Then it is decided. The 2 of you will go, while Jill and I occupy ourselves here.
Perhaps we might help prepare the broth.
That would be most kind of you.
Come then, Clive. The river of time flows fast, and so must we. There's a Givra that has claimed the ruins at the foot of the mountain as its hunting ground. But as I say, they are wary creatures. We'll need suitable bait to draw it out. The flesh of a forest ibex should suffice.
To the forest, then.
All right.
There's nothing a Givra loves more than a fat haunch of ibex.
There speaks the voice of experience. Do you hunt often?
My lord, might I have a moment of your time? I would beg of you a service.
Certainly. What is it?
It's a long story. But before we get to that, would I be right in thinking Lady Shula told you about the witch from the north?
Yes.
Yes.
You mentioned something.
She said that your ancestors found her here, and that it was she who taught them the spell to stop time. She was like Wallius, you know. A dominant. The Warden of Ice.
My great-grandmother suspected as much. She cared for the poor woman when the end was near. And it was she whose duty became to attend her grave. A duty that was passed down to me.
I see.
And?
And the service you would beg of me?
Well, until recently, the path to the grave had long been blocked by a fallen tree. But when our woodsmen finally found time to move it, we quickly realized it might have been better had they not. On trying to clear the rest of the path, you see, we discovered that a flock of bloodthirsty beasts had claimed the cliffs beyond. None of us was a match for them. But you, my lord, have proven your strength many times over. Would you drive them away for us?
Why the heck not?
Of course. I'll see the path is made safe.
Thank you, my lord. The grave is in a place called Witch Drop. To reach it, one must turn left at the Winged Wains, then follow the path around to the right, deep into the forest.
Why so far from Haven?
It was where she lived. When our ancestors first came to Mysidia, they found her there, in an old abandoned village, and it was her heartfelt wish to return there in death. So when she passed away, my great-grandmother had a stone erected for her on the cliffs overlooking the place she once called home.
How thoughtful. Well then, no time like the present. Left at the ships, then round to the right, you said.
Just so. Thank you once again, my lord. I will join you at the grave anon.
All right. Two more. So many quests. First,
Yes?
we're gonna go smithing. Thornberry knife. More stagger, but a lot less damage. Some say that it's not within the flames of a forge, but the flames of Thornberry's rage, that this knife is tempered. While this fake is a... Okay, now I don't want to read that, but it's interesting. I take it.
My friend, I have news.
What
I
news?
think I might have found a way to break Talor's curse.
Go on.
Well, after listening to the village elders and scouring every likely-looking tome in the library, I learned that not all Tomberries are the same little green menaces we know and loathe. Apparently, a chosen few live to incredible ages and grow to many times the size of their counterparts. The folktales hold that it's the very eldest of these, the Tomberry kings, who weave the curses, and that their magics bind their victims to them, that they might continue to feed on their pain.
So if we slay the one that cast the curse, the feeding will cease.
But that was my thinking, yes. Though I doubt it'll be easy. These kings are not just bigger, they're stronger too. And if
No
the
way.
tales are true, their followers will defend them to the death. It is a perilous proposition, in short, but it may also be Talor's only hope.
That sounds
say
like a hassle.
I'll do it. Even if killing this king doesn't break the curse, Mysidia will be a safer place for its removal.
Thank you.
So then, where will I find it?
That, alas, I do not know. It must have woven the curse at the altar in Father's Fell, but as to where it is now...
Fanet! You were the one asking about Tonberries, right? Because there's a whole bloody army of them out on the cloak!
What? But why would they stray so far? And why now?
There's only one way to find out. I'll head up the mountain and see what's going on.
Right. Thank you. And please, be careful.
Yeah. Careful's not in my name, but I'll be careful.
Hey, mister! Over here!
Yes.
Please, mister, you've got to help us. The village is in danger, and if someone doesn't do something... you should have seen it!
Stop. Take a deep breath and tell me everything. Starting with your name.
Sorry. My name's Eirik. When you went up to the Ereval with Miss Shula, well, I followed you.
You could have been killed.
Lady Shula told us you lot were great warriors, so I thought I'd be alright if I stayed close like. But then I lost track of you in the woods, and that's when I saw it.
Saw what?
A great, big, dripping, drooling monster. Spitting out great spouts of water it was, that were tearing up the ground and cutting down trees.
Spouts of water? I don't recall seeing anything like that in the forest.
Well, I did, and I don't ever want to see it again. You'll get rid of it, won't you?
You have to find
Right.
someone else. Oh my god.
If this creature is as terrible as you claim, it could well pose a threat to the village. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, mister. It was over by the Swift one that I saw it. Maybe it's still there.
Then that's where I'll start my search. But this time, you're going to stay here. Understood?
I wouldn't go through those gates for 1,000 gil. Not with that thing out there. Good luck, though.
Okay. Okay, maybe we should go over there. And see what we can buy. I mean, shop buys new stuff. I love new stuff.
This is all we have. May it serve you well. Then I bid you good tide.
I don't need the money right now. I'm not gonna sell it right now. Open the gate.
Found her. They're almost at the gate. But they won't be coming any closer.
Could probably have more than guys as friends. Wait, the other way around. I could have probably have more party members than just Shula.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Talor, he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tombury King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. And I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My thanks. I shall pray for both of you.
Okay. I think I know around where to go. Probably somewhere over here. Or maybe... That doesn't really matter. Which side I'm going.
More of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king.
It's over.
Whatever. Level up, nice. I always like the level ups.
Another group. They don't look very regal.
It's over.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. That's way easier than I thought it would be.
All right.
Well,
Still no sign of the king. Could Fanit have been wrong?
well, a little bit more up.
Careful.
There's dozens of them. The king must be close.
Let's clean this up faster.
But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
That's a lot of Tomburys.
Oh, I find it's way too strong. Just say it, it's way too strong.
Looks like that's the last of them. Out here, anyway. But beastmen do like dark places.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's not that dark. Quite bright for a dark place.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yo, Thornbury King. He even got a crown, nice. Who made you that?
It even has a crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here. Too slow. Nice try.
You know? Nice, done. I kinda made a bad. It works out. It's fine. It works out.
Don't think we're finished.
Enemies. Oh, 25,000. Notched Tang.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing.
Clive! Is it done then?
Nope.
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tombury's help in the first place?
Oh, that, well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. Though they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomburys, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger.
Why did Hornberry?
But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tombury King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then, Perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
All right.
Was there ever
Whatever.
really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories and the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
Of course.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.
She'll love that. Oracle come, yes. Three more. So my cat. My cat is cutting hard.
Where was the king?
Well, I can travel, and I do look the third quest first, because it doesn't matter. And my internet is lucky again.
Is that the hunter?
Yo.
It's you. Nasser's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us.
That's not very special.
You've caused enough trouble. Nice try.
Cat went on the couch. I mean, what the heck? I mean, he's old and he has his specialties that he can do around here. Whoosh. So many ability points.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
It probably wasn't it, right?
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
Okay, second ruins it is. God that I didn't goof up over there before, right? Made that look a hell of a lot easier. There are crabs in a circle. Circle jerking crabs.
What do we have here?
Well, they look certainly dead.
Found her. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you?
What could it actually be? Oh, I knew it. Hellos? Hellos? That's new.
Another fragment of Wallius's rage. I should have known. Time to put you to bed
Go down.
To me, boy. Rise
Oh. It's me.
I've heard talk of
Look at this baloney. Been up, right? Yes. Ooh. Do we have everything? The sword
Crossed that's the
already?
last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
But I would need to port back over here anyways to go over here and port back over. So we'll go back. Like if we can get those things, we'll get them and switch as much as possible. If not, can't find much else, we just go back.
Careful.
Oh, come on.
How many times do we have to tell you? You're not to go.
You're back.
So?
Sorry, that was probably loud.
Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes. I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
I'll probably go into catch anyways, but I still
Manifestation
don't
of
want it.
Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby. She threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
An Eggy is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
Oh, that's quite some experience. And more orichalcum.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I put.
My steel's just as good as any. I'd
just
like to see
untold.
another smith do better.
Can I upgrade that one?
Will that do ya? Better than new. Done. Better than new.
Okay,
Till next
can't
time,
upgrade
then.
that. Sadly, can't upgrade that. Bird knife looks amazing. I hope it feels good to play with. I hope it just doesn't feel weak. Yeah, this way. Yes, weaker, but it also kicks the
should be the path to
people
which
just
strong.
around.
Hungry, Toggle.
None the worse for wear.
Okay.
And here's our welcoming party.
Welcoming party. Funny you say that. Not very welcoming. Shoot something at me. That just melts that guy's dagger gauge. That's definitely gonna be enough, right? No. That doesn't matter. This worked out perfectly fine.
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave?
There's the grave. That's a nice one.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes. Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Ise, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself.
Right.
Some years after Ise's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Ise, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vare, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
Oh. Huh.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Ise's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vare? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Ise's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Right. Well, that was an interesting quest. So much happened in such a such a small place. Short place. Ahsoka. Strange quests, indeed.
These will do nicely.
He's done nicely, I guess.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Okay, at least it's just up ahead. Open the gate again. Please, we have a special gate open. Yes. The good gates.
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
Got it.
Is this it?
Aye, that's the stuff. Crush the leaves between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist.
She'll do the same. Come on, Clive.
You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Alright, alright. So what's the Giver?
Where should we lay the bait?
Gavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Marking its territory.
Something was. A curl, maybe.
Not interested in those things.
Tracks. But I assume they're too small to belong to a Givra.
You're right. They're barely big enough to belong to a Giver's breakfast.
Breakfast. Hmm. That's not promising. Huh.
A fresh kill.
But not a Giver's. The wounds are too clean, too small.
All right. Probably the last 4 tracks is also wrong. But I'll find the right thing soon-ish.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
Ooh,
Not
sorry,
just
I'm
any
tired.
claws. These belong to a Givra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry.
Not suspicious at all.
Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Givers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming.
Yeah, not very well hidden. That's a keeper.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
I'm disappointed.
Don't let it escape.
That guy has a lot of HP. Good to bad. Eh. Okay.
Farewell.
Aww. At least he's not dead.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed.
Why are you always cryptic?
O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more.
All right.
Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
Last licks.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that ye remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I should
weird.
bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Just ask.
Thank you. Truly.
Yay, experience and money. Reflection of darkness. At a second feet, armor of darkness increases sensitivity in the area of effect while allowing for execution. The ability at any time, regardless of courier status. Ooh. Interesting. Another new quest.
It is good to have him back. But how will we know the lad?
No axe this time?
It has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Wallius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators, the baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Wallius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
Whoa.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
Okay, but what's going on? It can't be that easy, right? Gonna listen from afar, but I'll be right back.
My brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other?
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life. That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then?
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you...
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both.
Again with Shula alone.
All right then.
Okay.
Let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony.
That doesn't sound so hard.
I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Oh. Alright, let's start with the closest one. That won't be that bad.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Ain't just gonna get that quick.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
I know it's not gonna be that easy.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to...
We're coming
Help?
to.
We're here to help. Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
Let's try.
This is interesting. Should work out, right? Okay, it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. Good enough for me. So, who are you guys?
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came.
Those two guys.
Saved us. Again!
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Yeah.
Right you are.
I hope that's the only one.
Oh, and thanks and that.
I'm going overtime way too much than I wanted to.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back.
I want to finish the quest. I think it's the last one. I hope it's the last one. Huh. Dirt? That doesn't sound good.
Ready, go?
Careful. We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right. You deserve a rest.
Okay, thank God.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did.
Entirely,
Like
right?
an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's see. That for the ceremony.
I didn't take the water. I didn't pay attention enough. That wasn't smart. Wanted to save time, but I didn't.
Ready, go?
At least you don't need to fight that thing again. Just take the water and go.
Thanks, Gal.
Okay. What does she have to say? Does she have to say anything?
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here in these springs.
Listening again.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
God damn. She talked up a storm. Okay. Over here. On the chocobo and run. Don't have more time. Really stop, actually.
Ready, go?
That's fine. I can lose some sleep, probably. I'm fast and I'm not even losing that much sleep.
This path
my
leads
dog
down
says
to the
keep
coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
You deserve a rest.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
I hate when you get potions.
My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Okay, she's kinda awake. If that's not gonna... If that's not a short one, I may have to stop it today. I'm overtime anyways.
water of the sea.
I'll let them talk. I'll be back.
I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations. Or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Okay. That's the end for me, because my daughter's awake. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Goodbye.